We welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Stratomatic Baseball Night in America, and this is Major League Baseball's dream season as we bring you to April 1st, 2023 on the actual MLB schedule, but this is going to be the 1966 2018 Boston going to be a Saturday afternoon here in Fenway. Hello, everybody. We do have a great day for baseball. Singles are automatic. Is going to be an automatic single on the weather charts. Was a 1 to 20. Home runs against lefties 1 to 5. Home runs for right-handers will be a nice 1 to 11s. We'll see if the balls fly here as Earl Weaver brings in his 1966 Baltimore Orioles, defeating the Los Angeles Dodgers in 4 straight in the World Series, taking on the Boston Red Sox, who defeated the Los Angeles Dodgers also in the 2018 World Series. So, pair of World Champions. Here are the Red Sox defensively. It is Benintendi, Bradley, and Betts. It's Devers, Bogarts, Kinsler at second, Steve Pearce with the lefty on the mound. Christian Vasquez is your catcher with the lefty on the mound. And Rick Porcello is on your mound. He was 17-7, 4.28 ERA, 177 hits, 191 innings. And here's your Oriole lineup. It'll be Luis Aparicio at short. It'll be Kurt Belfry batting second, your designated hitter. Frank Robinson batting third in right field. Brooks Robinson batting fourth at third base. The Bookster, Boog Powell batting fifth at first base. Davey Johnson batting sixth. He's at second. Russ Snyder is in left field batting seventh. Paul Blair is your center fielder batting eighth. And Andy Etchebarren is your catcher and will bat ninth. The Red Sox lineup I'll give to you when they come up to the plate, but let's play baseball. This is the second game of the series. The Orioles won the opener by the score of 5-4 as Jim Palmer defeated Chris Sale. Let's do this. So the right-handed hitter, Luis Aparicio, 2 for 5 in the opener with a double. Right-handed hitter with some speed. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the windup, and we're underway here at Fenway. And after ground ball to third, Devers got it, throws him out for the first down in the first inning. First down retired, and we welcome in Ben White. How you doing, Ben? Thank you so much for being here for some MLB Dream and the 2018 Boston Red Sox. So that is always good. So now let's continue. Here's Kurt Belfry. 1 for 2 in the opener with a walk and a strikeout. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the windup. And here's the pitch. Porcello hits a drive deep right field. Back goes Betts. Back. He ran out of room. It's gone. So Kurt Belfry hits a home run over the right field wall. And the Orioles have taken a 1-0 lead. So Kurt Belfry's first of the year. Home run 1 to 5, and he got the 5, so he just gets it over the little wall in right field. Boy, did he have a shot there. Orioles lead 1-0. Here's Frank Robinson. Robinson was 1 for 3 in the opener with 2 walks. Vasquez puts down the sign, so Porcello already down 1-0 here in the first. There's a pitch to Frank Robinson, and that is a strikeout for Frank Robinson. There's 2 outs. Here is Brooks Robinson. He was 2 for 5 in the opener with a triple, had 4 runs batted in the opener. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the windup, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Devers got it, throws them out. The Orioles get a bomb by Kurt Belfry. We go to the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Baltimore. On the mound for the Orioles is Dave Mcnally, 13-6 on the season, 3.17 ERA, 212 hits in 213 innings. Orioles defense, Snyder, Blair, and Robinson. Then it's Robinson, Aparicio, Johnson, and Powell with Andy Etchebarren behind the plate and Dave Mcnally as your pitcher. For the Red Sox, it's Betts, Benintendi, Martinez, Bogarts, Pearce, Devers, Vasquez, Bradley, Kinsler for the bottom 3. Here's Mookie Betts. He was 2 for 4 in the opener with a double and a ribby. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally with the windup. Here's the pitch to Betts. And that's a strikeout for Betts. So Mcnally gets a quick strikeout. Here's Andrew Benintendi, 1 for 2 in the opener. Etchebarren puts down the sign. McNally with the windup. Here's the pitch. And Benintendi, fly ball left field. Russ Snyder is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez, 1 for 3 in RBI in the opener. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally with the big windup, and here's the pitch to J.D. Martinez. J.D. line drive right at Davy Johnson to end the first. 3 up, 3 down, go Boston. Let's go to the top of the second here in Fenway. Baltimore 1 and Boston nothing. All right, top of the second. And yes, we have some beautiful weather here. Also, Powell 0 for 4 RBI in the opener, had 4 strikeouts. So Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the windup. Here's the pitch to Boog, and that ball's a deep drive. Right field could be deep. Riley back, and makes the catch. Oh, he hit it to the triangle, and that was a wrong spot to hit it. Bradley Jr. got it for the first out. Now here is Davy Johnson. He's the starting second baseman. He's 1 for 4, double in the opener. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the big windup, pitch to Davy Johnson, and that's a ground ball to short. Bogart's got it. Goes to Pierce for the second out. And now here is Russ Snyder hitting 250, 1 for 4 in the opener. Left-handed hitter. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the windup, and here's the pitch. And it's going to be a little liner in the left center field. Bradley comes in, puts the glove out, makes the catch. Ends the second inning. 3 up, 3 down, go to the Orioles. Let's go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Baltimore. So now for the Red Sox, it'll be Bogarts, Pierce, and Devers against Dave McNally. Bottom of the second here, 1-0. Etchebarren puts down the sign. McNally looks in with a big windup. Here's the pitch to Bogarts. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Apparicio's got it. He has a glove. Throws him out for the first out. First out in the second. Here is Steve Pierce. 0 for 1 in the opener with a walk. Got a pinch hitting spot. Etchebarren puts down the sign. McNally with the windup. Here's the pitch to Pierce. And he will be out 4 days. That's their platoon. So Pierce goes out. He feels cramping of some kind. He'll walk off. Might be an oblique. So he'll be looked at. He'll be day to day. So Steve Pierce is out. He's the new first baseman. So we'll probably see Mitch Moreland there unless they have a sign. McNally looked at it as a line drive base hit for Devers for the Red Sox. And now here is the center fielder, JBJ. Actually, no, it's going to be Christian. It's going to be Christian Vasquez. Where did JBJ? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's in. Oh, there he is. He's up. He's next. Okay. Vasquez the hit. He was 1 for 4 in the opener. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Here's the pitch from McNally. And that's going to be a walk to Vasquez. So the Red Sox got 2 on and 2 outs. And now here is Jackie Bradley Jr. He was 0 for 3 in the opener with a walk. Left-handed hitter. Likes righties a little bit more. So this could be it's a matchup where McNally should be able to phase well. Etchebarren puts down the sign. McNally from the stretch. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to JBJ. Pop up the second. Not in the clutch. Johnson there makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Red Sox will strand 2. Let's go to the bottom of the third. It is 1-0 Baltimore. Boston computer is controlling both teams. Ouchie. So they made the move to put Brock Holt at first. And I probably would have put Mitch Moreland there because Holt's a 4.25. That could be a bad move. Well, we've taken over both teams again, so make sure we have that choice. Actually, let's see if we can undo that play and we'll go ahead and give another opportunity here if we can, so we can make our own move defensively. And yep, there's Vasquez. So Bradley will just need to get out again. And he walks this time. I guess we'll need to take the walk away from him this time. So now he will have the undo last play. And that way we'll give Bradley one more swing. Does he get out this time? Yes, he does. He's out there and ends the inning. New first baseman needed for the Red Sox since I'm in control. It'll be Mitch Moreland. Mitch Moreland better defensively, and he can still hit lefties. So he'll stay in the game and play first. So Moreland's a 2.3, much better defender. Top of the third, 1-0 Baltimore on a home run by Belfry. Here's Paul Blair, center fielder. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the windup in the pitch. And that will be a strikeout for Blair. So Porcello gets his second. And here's Andy Etchebarren hitting. He's 1 for 4 in the opener with a strikeout. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the big windup and pitch. And that will 5-ball center field. JBJ comes in, makes the catch. And now here back to the top of the lineup. Shortstop, little Louis Aparicio. 2 outs, third. Still 1-0 Baltimore. Aparicio, right-handed hitter. Vasquez puts down the sign. Aparicio 0 for 1, grounded out back in the first inning. Porcello looks in, and here's the windup to Aparicio. And that's a ground ball to short. Bogarts is there. Comes up and throws a strike to the first baseman Moreland to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go to the Orioles. Let's go to the bottom of the third. It's 1-0 Orioles. So Kinsler will be followed by Betts and Benintendi. Mcnally in his third inning of work, only giving up 1 hit. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally looks in. Here's the pitch to Kinsler. And that's going to be a 5-ball left field. Snyder is there, makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Here is Mookie Betts. Struck out his first time up against Mcnally. Betts had a great year against left-handed pitching. This definitely does favor him. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally looks in with a big windup and pitch to Betts. And that's a walk to Betts. Let's see if he can get something going here. 75% chance he could run. So he's going to try to get a good lead. And he gets it. He gets the lead, and he gets in the second stolen base. So Betts steals second with 1 out. Now here's Andrew Benintendi. He's 1 for 3 so far in the regular season. Flied out his first time up. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. And this is going to be a base hit left field. Will that score Betts? 1-19 coming home says yes, it will. They will stop the other run from scoring, and we are tied at 1. So RBI knock for Andrew Benintendi, and the Red Sox tied at 1. Quickly as that, a walk, a stolen base, and an RBI hit for Andrew Benintendi. 1-0 ball. 1-1, we have the score. Here's J.D. Martinez. J.D. comes up. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally from the stretch. The pitch to J.D. Martinez. And that's a catch X behind the plate for Andy Etchebarren. He makes the catch on the pop-up for the second out. Here's Alexander Bogarts. Bogarts so far 0 for 4 during the season. Grounded out his first time up. Benintendi on at first. Let's see if Benintendi may want to run. He has a 14% chance to get it. And he doesn't. So he stays on base. Etchebarren puts down the sign, goes through. Mcnally from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Bogarts. And that's a deep drive left field. That's down the line with a +2 arm by Snyder. 1-18 will try to score. He'll throw for the lead runner. Will hold the trailing runner. He is safe as Benintendi gets in behind the tag. 2-1 Boston. RBI double Xander Bogarts. So the Red Sox take a 2-1 lead. This Red Sox offense can be tough. Here's your first baseman, Mitch Moreland. He's in for the injured Steve Pearce, 0 for 3 in the opener with a walk. He's going to have to get significant playing time with the injury to Pearce. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that will be a base hit for Moreland. He doesn't care. Bogarts will score from second. Moreland with an RBI knock. And the Red Sox have taken a 3-1 lead. So now here's Rafael Devers. This Red Sox team waking up here in game 2. Etchebarren puts down the sign for Mcnally. Looks a little bit struggling. Runner on first and 2 out. Here's the pitch to Devers. And that ball will be a struck him out. Mcnally gets the inside corner. And that's it for the Sox. But they score 3. We go to the top of the 4th. It's Boston 3 and Baltimore 1. Top of the 4th here in Fenway. P-Jet here. How you doing? So how you doing, P-Jet? Thank you for coming in. And George Ben, we go to the top of the 4th inning. Here is Belfry. He homered back in the first inning. Vasquez puts down the sign. Rick Porcello now with a 2-run lead. Here's a pitch to Belfry. And Belfry hits a line drive, but it's caught right at Kinsler for the first out here in the 4th. Here is Brooks Robinson, 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's 1 for 4 now in the season. Vasquez puts down the target. Porcello with a big windup and pitch to Robinson. And that's a walk to Frank Robinson, 1 away. So 1 out, Robinson's on at first. And now here's the third baseman, the human vacuum cleaner, Brooks Robinson. Vasquez puts down the sign for him. He looks over at Frank, make sure he's not running anywhere. Porcello will work from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Brooks. And that will be a ground ball to short. Let's see if Bogarts can turn to it, that he's got it. It's off his arm, and the Orioles will get a base. So that's Frank Robinson. Now Robinsons are on base. That's Frank at second and Brooks at first. Orioles with 2 on in the 4th. And here is Mr. Boog Powell. 34 bombs on the air, hit 287. Big left-handed slugger for the Birds. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Boog. And that is a ground ball to third. Tough play for Devers. Can he come up with it? He turns the double play. He steps on third and goes to second and applies the tag. What a play for Devers. So he turns the double play and ends the 4th inning for the Sox. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1 Boston. Holy cow. What a start there. So bottom 4, there is Christian Vasquez. We follow by Bradley and Kinsler. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally looks in. Here's the pitch to Vasquez. And a big Vasquez. So Vasquez in there for the offense. Also with a good defense. Gets a big base hit. Vasquez on at first. Base hit number 5 for the Sox. Here's JBJ, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally from the stretch. Vasquez to take a lead off. Vasquez has that kind of catching running speed. He gets the lead. He goes to second, and he gets there and he goes to second. So a stolen base for Christian Vasquez. How about that? So the catcher for the Red Sox catch Dave Mcnally napping. He was a 6-star, so he's able to run. He stole 4 of the 5 bases on the season, and he got one. So runner on second and nobody out. Vasquez on at second. Now here's JBJ. Second stolen base of the day for the Sox. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally from the stretch. Vasquez with a healthy lead off second. Here's the pitch, and that is a strikeout for Mcnally for the first down. Here's Kinsler. So Kinsler batter with 1 away. Etchebarren puts down the sign for him. Mcnally from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out. Pitch in Kinsler. And that's a base hit to right field. Let's see if that will score Vasquez. That will be a 13 coming home. We will hold Vasquez at third as Frank Robinson comes up throwing. First and third, 1 out. Sox on the move again. And here is the right fielder, Mookie Betts. Strikeout, walked, and scored back in the Boston 3-run 3rd inning. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally working from the stretch. First and third, 1 out. Pitch the Betts. And that is the 5-ball left field. Let's see if Snyder's got it. Does he have the play for him? He comes in and makes the catch, and it's enough to score the run as the runner from third trots home. 4-1 Sox, 2 outs here in the 4th. So here's Andrew Benintendi, 1 for 2 in an RBI. Another run scored via the stolen base. That was actually a fly ball A, and got both to advance. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Benintendi. And for here's a line drive base hit for Benintendi. Kinsler will score from second. He will score easy. Benintendi stops at first. Second hit for Andrew, and the Sox now lead at 5-1. So the Red Sox opening up some offense here in the Saturday matinee here, trying to get even on this series with tomorrow's deciding Sunday afternoon game. 5-1 Sox here, 2 outs in the 4th. Here's J.D. Martinez. And the Oriole bullpen starts to loosen. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally from the windup. Here's the pitch. J.D. Martinez. And that's a base hit. That's a ball single, which is an automatic one. Benintendi, the second, and the Sox continue the inning. First and second, 2 outs. And now here's Xander Bogaerts. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Etchebarren puts down the sign for him. Mcnally working from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch to Bogaerts. And that's a base hit for Bogaerts. That's up the deep wall. Blair's going to play the bing bounce. Benintendi scores. Here comes Martinez. He'll stop at third. And the Red Sox now lead at 6-1. And that will tire out officially Dave Mcnally. And of course, with the rule, If the pitcher's dot comes up, that will knock out Mcnally. So the bullpen for the Orioles will have to be ready for an instant turn here. So let's look at this Oriole bullpen. They do got some guys who can probably support some innings and see who can come in. I don't remember if Eddie Watt was a part of this rotation. Not, he only had 13 starts. So I put Bunker, Martinez, Palmer, and let's see what I did here. So we don't want to put the closer. So this is the thing. You just got to look out at these teams and see what we can do. It was like Hall will get himself a glove, and we'll start throwing, and possibly Eddie Fisher. I think Fisher was a closer like Stu Miller is. So Hall and Fisher, couple righties getting up, double-barreled action. Here is Mitch Moreland, 6-1 Sox, getting late here, 2 outs in the 4th. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Moreland, and that's a fly ball shallow center. Martinez is going to come in on a 13. Nope, that's the inning. That was the 3rd out. Boston scores 3 in the 4th. We go to the 5th. It's 6-1 Boston. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Earl Weaver having some issues here at the ballpark. All right, here we go. So it's 6-1 in the 5th. It'll be Davey Johnson, Russ Snyder, and Paul Blair. Porcello comes in the 5th inning, went 191 innings, so he should be able to give the Red Sox some length here in the opening start. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello looks in, and the pitch to Davey Johnson. And that's a liner at Kinsler for out number 1. Now here's Russ Snyder. He's 0 for 1. Flied out his first time up. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the windup. Here's the pitch to Russ Snyder. And that's a ground ball to short. Bogart's got it. Goes to first, and there's 2 away. 2 quick outs here in the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Paul Blair. Struck out his first time up, officially 1 for 5 regular season. Vasquez puts out the target. Porcello looks in with a big windup and pitch to Blair. And that's a base hit for Paul Blair. So Blair's on with 2 outs here in the 5th. And here is Andy Etchebarren. He could use a big hit right about now to get the Orioles back in this. Vasquez puts down the target. Porcello from the stretch, letting Blair their Moreland's going to play behind Blair here. Here's the pitch from Porcello, and that's a fly ball right field. Betts there, makes the catch, and the 5th inning is history. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Boston 6 and Baltimore 1. So Red Sox so far taking advantage here with a big Mcnally pitched 213 innings. So Weaver's going to kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. Devers 1 for 2, a single back in the 2nd. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally with the windup. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a line drive. Oh, deep right center field. That could be trouble here. So Rothy Devers hit it toward the triangle left center field, and it sailed over the wall. Blair could not get to it, and the Red Sox add another one here in the 5th. Devers will score on a 1-5 home run, got the 4 or got the 3, and got a 20% chance, really, and he got the 3. So Devers hits one, 7-1 Sox, and now here's Vasquez. Boy, Mcnally is really struggling out there, but again, not wanting to eat innings up here early in the season. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally with the big wind up, pitch to Vasquez, and that's a fly ball left field. Snyder is the junior 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Etchebarren puts down the sign, puts it down for him. Mcnally with the big wind up and pitch. And now the ground ball to first. Boo takes it to the bag, and that's 2 outs here in the 5th. Here's Ian Kinsler, 1 for 2 of the runs scored. Kinsler has single back in the 4th inning when the Red Sox played at 3. 7-1 Sox, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally looks, and here's the pitch to Kinsler, and that is going to be a base hit left field. Kinsler, his 2nd hit of the ball. is Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1. He struck out, walked in a sacrifice fly for the run batted in. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Mcnally from the windup. Here's the pitch. Or from the stretch, fly ball center field. Blair looks in, makes the catch, and that retires the side. Boston add 1 on a home run by Devers. Let's head to the 6th. It's 7-1 Red Sox. All Red Sox here on this Saturday matinee in Fenway. So the Baltimore Orioles come 6th. Aparicio, Belfry, and Robinson. 2 hits only given up by Porcello. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello to the right-handed hitting Aparicio. And Aparicio hits a line drive, but that will be caught by Devers on a liner. 1 away in the 6th. Here's Belfry, 1 for 2. Long home run back in the first inning. Gave that Orioles a temporary lead. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello looks in, and the big wind-up to him. And that's a ground ball to second. Scooped up by Kinsler. Straightens up, throws a strike to Moreland for 2 outs in the 6th. And now here's Frank Robinson. Robinson, the batter, 2 out. He's 0 for 1. Struck out and walked. Vasquez puts down the sign for him. He readies. Porcello rates, and here's the windup and delivery to Frank Robinson. Ground ball to third. Devers got it. Let's see if Frank comes up with it, throws across, makes the play. Good job by Devers. And the Orioles are out in the 6th. Let's head to the bottom of the 6th. Score is Boston 7 and Baltimore 1. Let's go ahead and make a pitching change here. I think we've had enough of Dave Mcnally right now. Instead of waiting for the dot to come up, might as well get somebody out there who can give him some length. We'll go ahead and probably go with Mr. Eddie Fisher, kind of a long man with, and also closes. So Fisher will kind of give him some length, not the chest man. So Mr. Eddie Fisher, who was 6, 19 saves, 2.52 ERA, 87 hits, and 107 innings. He gave up in 1 inning of work, gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Ooh, a 36 ERA. So he got hit hard in the opener already. So he's already pitched once. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Fisher with the windup. Here's the pitch to Benintendi. He's 2 for 3. Ground ball to second. Davy Johnson's got it. Does he get a good throw? Yes, he does. Throws at the Boog for the first out in the 6th. So now here's J.D. Martinez. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Fisher with the big windup to J.D. And that's going to be a base hit. That is a ballpark single for J.D. Martinez. So now, plus 3-0. Let's see what kind of move Mr. J.D. Martinez gets it on for all your running fans. Boston have stolen 2 bases today. He gets it only on a 3, so gets it on a very little opportunity, 6% chance, and doesn't get it. So he'll stay at first base. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Fisher from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Aparicio, Johnson, Powell, double play. Red Sox done in the 6th. Let's head to the 7th. It's 7-1 Boston. So Boston losers of the first game of the series, 5-4, Palmer over Sale. This is game 2 of the series. When this game is over, we'll go to our out-of-town scoreboard, and we'll autoplay the rest of the game for the day and also give you the highlights for the games that were played. Top of the 7th for the Orioles, Robinson, Powell, and Johnson. Vasquez puts down the sign for him. Porcello, the big windup, and pitches to Brooks Robinson. Struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Brooks Robinson. Porcello still working strong. Here's Boog, 0 for 2, flying out, and he ground that into a double play. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello with the big windup to Boog Powell. And that's a fly ball left field. Benintendi there makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. 2 outs in the 7th, and here's second baseman Davy Johnson. Johnson over to line out and grounded out. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello looks in. Here is the pitch to Davy Johnson. And Davy Johnson, base hit. Davy Johnson, base hit number 3 for the Birds. Here's Russ Snyder. He's 0 for 2, flied out and grounded out. Orioles have a base runner, only their 3rd hit of the ball game. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Snyder. And that's a base hit for Snyder as Johnson will go 1st to 3rd. So the Orioles have a mini rally going, a 2-out rally with runners at 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. And here's the center fielder, Mr. Paul Blair. So Blair comes up in a need of an opportunity for a hit. He's 1 for 2 in this ball game. Porcello trying to work out of it. He's about to be fatigued on the first next hit. So he's kind of gasping a little bit out there. Vasquez puts down the sign. Porcello from the stretch. First and third, 2 out. Pitch to Paul Blair. And that is a base hit. Now will fatigue Porcello. Johnson will score. Snyder to second, and it's a 7-2 ball game. Favor the Sox. The Orioles get a bit closer. So the Orioles get a bit closer. It's 7-2, and here's Andy Etchebarren. So Etchebarren, the batter. Let's see what the Orioles have up their sleeves right now. I'm not a huge fan of him, but they don't have another catcher, and that would be Larry Haney. So, and not exactly what you want. Let's see if they have somebody else who can swing. To be honest, the answer will be no. We don't have a Sam Bowen's a right-handed hitter, not much of an average guy. He's probably the best hitter on this team. So Etchebarren has some power. He'll swing first and second, 2 outs. Orioles trying to get closer. Porcello going to try to stretch him through this 7th inning. Vasquez puts down the target. Porcello from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a base hit. That will knock in Snyder. Blair will score. It's now a 7-3 ball game, and here come the Orioles. Luis Aparicio, the batter, who does not hit in the clutch at all, loses 4 hits in the clutch. Oh, goodness gracious. That is something you don't want to see. I was thinking of pulling Porcello, but the scouting report says Luis Aparicio is probably not going to hurt you here. So let's look at Mr. Bowens here. 6 home runs, 20 RBIs, hit 210. Look at, he's got some power. He will lose again a couple hits in the clutch also. About 3 hits in the clutch, so he's not much better. Oh, they'll leave Aparicio out there, but boys, he's miserable in the clutch. This could be a bad spot for Luis. Red Sox going to try to stay. No, here comes Alex Cora, and now probably off on a little bit farther than he wanted with them. So right-handed hitter Aparicio. They will go with Ryan Brazier. He already went 2 innings already. So let's not stretch Mr. Brazier out of only 34 innings. Let's go to Matt Barnes. He pitched 1 inning in the last start. So it looks like they went to the high-end pitchers. So Barnes comes in. So he pitched 1 inning, 1 strikeout. He comes in here to pitch to Aparicio. Vasquez puts down the target. Barnes from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Aparicio. And that's going to be a fly ball left field. Benintendi there makes the catch, and the Orioles will score 2. Let's go to the 7th inning stretch. We've got it. It's 7-3 Red Sox. We go to the bottom of 7th. Sing Sweet Caroline here at the ballpark. Red Sox 7, Orioles 3. Red Sox 7-12-1, while the Orioles are at 3-6-0. So let's see what's going on here. Devers and Vasquez against Eddie Fisher. Etchebarren puts down the target. Fisher looks in. Here's a pitch to Moreland, and that's a ground ball to short. Aparicio will scoop it up, get a good throw, and throws him out for out number 1. Run off Mcnally back in the 5th inning, and that home run looks big right now. That gave them a 7-1 lead at the time. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Fisher looks in, and here's the pitch. And that is going to be a base hit for Devers. He's got 3 hits in a ball game. The youngster to the third baseman gets a big hit. So he's on at first with 1 out. Here's Christian Vasquez. 1 for 2 in the ball game with a run scored and a walk. That is Etchebarren puts down the target. Fisher from the stretch, and here's the pitch to Vasquez. That's a ground ball double play. Johnson, Aparicio. Double play ends the inning. We played 7 here at Fenway. Boston 7, Baltimore 3. Top of the 8th. Barnes will stay in right now. Kimbrel starting to loosen up, do some calisthenics, trying to get up for the 9th if needed. It will be Belfry, Robinson, and Robinson, the bat for the Orioles here in the 8th. Vasquez puts down the target for him. Matt Barnes looks in. Here's the pitch to Belfry. And Belfry hits a line drive base hit. So Belfry his 2nd hit. Here come the Orioles, base hit number 7. And now here's Mr. Frank Robinson. The 49 home runs, 122 ribs this season. Probably the most valuable player in this year. So Frank comes in 0 for 2 with a walk. Very inviting green monster in left field. Vasquez puts down the target. Barnes from the stretch. Does he dare test him here? Here's the pitch to Frank Robinson. And he hits a line drive at Devers, and Belfry could not get back for a double play. He got him on a line out max. So Devers gets Belfry off at first, who was off too quick, and there's 2 out in the 8th, a huge base running mistake for the Orioles. Here's Brooks Robinson. He's 0 for 3. Vasquez puts down the sign. Barnes trying to do a complete 2 good innings here. Pitch to Brooks Robinson. Pop the 3rd. Devers there makes the catch, and the 8th inning is over. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 7-3 Red Sox. So Eddie Fisher, again, he can go multiple length of innings. He'll stay out there here. He is 0 for 3 so far. He'll be followed by Kinsler and Betts here in the 8th. Boston 7-13-1. Baltimore 3-7-0. So here is Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 3, 0 for 6 on the regular season. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Fisher with the big windup and pitches. And that'll be a walk to JBJ. That could fatigue Fisher pretty soon this inning. And now here's Kinsler. He's 2 for 3, hits in the 4th and 5th. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Fisher from the stretch and the pitch. And that will be a ground ball. They're going to lose Kinsler too, but he'll be back next game. Holy cow. So Kinsler gets lucky and doesn't lose more games, but he'll go out, though. He says he has a little muscle, so it's like he has cramps or something in the back of the leg. He cannot walk around. So the West scored him back, but he will return. But the Orioles will probably have to put a 4 somewhere. And Red Sox will probably have to put a 4 at second base somewhere here. So another big injury for the Sox here, but he'll be back. So 1 out in the 8th. Here's Betts, 0 for 2 with the RBI. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Fisher from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-ball center field. Blair there makes the catch, and there's 2 out. And now here's Andrew Benintendi. He's 2 for 4, couple RBIs, hit in the 3rd, hit in the 4th. That produced some runs. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Fisher from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 out, 7-3 ball game. Favor of the And here's the pitch. Ground ball back to Fisher. Oh, he fumbles it. He may not get throws it away over the right field. He throws over Boog Powell's head. Fisher can't believe it. The runner on second will score, and the Red Sox taking another run. They get an extra insurance run and lead it 8-3. Benintendi goes to second base on the error, and the Red Sox add a gift from Eddie Fisher. So now here's J.D. Martinez, 2 for 4, singles back in the 4th and 6th. Etchebarren puts down the sign. Fisher from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 out. Pitch Martinez. And that's a ground ball to short. Aparicio makes the throw, and that will end the inning. Sox add a run. They go to the top of the 9th here in Boston. It's Boston 8 and Baltimore 3. So the new second baseman for the Sox will be, you know what? They'll go to a less air guy and give a guy some love. I thought, you know what? Holt's a 3E5. That's not too bad. So Brock Holt will come in. He's actually a good player to have out there. So Holt will come in. The right side of the infield for the Red Sox got hurt this series. Pierce is out. He'll be gone for about a week or so. And then they just lost Kinsler, but they said he should return. So now here's Powell. Will be followed by Johnson and Snyder, as the Red Sox will probably go to another pitch here. Now have a 5-run lead. Not a safe situation. So let's see. They will go with the lefty. They'll go to Joe Kelly. So Joe Kelly will come on out. These Red Sox don't hold anyone to save a damn. So they get on base, they can run, but they're down 5. So Kelly comes on in, just trying to get the last inning in. Vasquez puts down the target. Kelly with the pitch. Here's the pitch to Boog Powell. And that's a base hit for Boog Powell. That might have been a ballpark single, and that's an auto hit. So Powell's on at first with nobody out, and here's Davy Johnson. So Davy Johnson, the batter. Again, they're not holding Powell on. Moreland will play in back of him. Vasquez puts down the sign. Kelly from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Davy Johnson. And Davy Johnson with a ballpark single, I believe that is. First and second, nobody out. And again, the Baltimore Orioles are now producing a little bit of a threat. Let's see. Let's look at Davy Johnson on a, what was it, a 2? Yeah, ballpark single. That's automatic. So here is Russ Snyder. First and second, nobody out. Kelly now kind of serving up some hits early here. Kimbrel is up, getting loose in case they need him. It's a 5-run lead. So that puts the sign down. Kelly trying to get out of his own, missed to Snyder, and that's a ground ball to short. Let's see if Devers comes up with it. He fields it. Does he get? No, he'll throw it over the head. He throws it over the head of Moreland. 2 runs will score, and it's 8-5 as Snyder moves to third. Holy cow. Runners at first and second. Johnson was on at first. Powell on at second. The single gets him over, and then the throwing error into the photographer's booth will get 2 home, and it's now 8-5. Holy cow. Bogarts threw one and airmailed it. So now there's a right hand. Here comes Kimbrel, and all of a sudden Joe Kelly couldn't do a job to keep it close, and you'll bring in your closer. So Kimbrel is going to get used. Kimbrel comes in, first appearance of the season, 42 saves. He's in there to get 3 outs. Runner on third, nobody out. Snyder's run doesn't mean anything. Vasquez puts down the sign. Kimbrel, the Paul Blair. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-ball shallow center. Let's see what they get the plate. He might as well take the bus home. So Snyder will hold 1 away. You don't want to make it out at home. Down by 3. So here's Andy Etchebarren. He is so far in the ball game 1 for 3. Hit back in the 7th. Kimbrel 2 outs away from was not going to get used in this game to getting a huge save. Vasquez puts down the sign. Kimbrel working from the stretch. Snyder not being held at third. Here's the pitch. And there is a strikeout for Kimbrel, the second out in the 9th. So now here's Louis Aparicio. He's 0 for 4. We talked about his ineptness with men in clutch. He'll lose 4 hits on the column, so he's really going to have to dodge some outs there. So let's see what Aparicio will do. And I think the Orioles will go somewhere else this time. Looks like Sam Bowens will get the opportunity here to bat for Aparicio. He doesn't lose as many, and he's got a little more power. He loses 3. So here comes Bowens. This is his first at bat. He's a right-handed hitter against Kimbrel. Vasquez puts down the sign. Kimbrel from the stretch, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. That's Bogarts as he throws this one away, gets it in the ball game. So Xander Bogarts comes in, gets a pat on the back by Brown. He made it interesting with the throwing error, but the Red Sox hold on and win this by a score of 8-5. Orioles scored 1 in the first. Boston then with 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth, put it away, 1 in the fifth. They led 7-1. Baltimore came back with 2 in the 7th. It was 7-3. Red Sox had 1 in the 8th, made it 8-3, and then the Orioles fought back with 2 in the 9th. Winning pitcher Rick Porcello goes 6 2/3, 6 hit, 3 runs, 3 earned. Barnes gets a hole, goes an inning, a third, 1 hit. Kelly absolutely nothing across, 3 hits, 2 runs, none of them earned because of the Bogarts error. Then Kimbrel came in and got a very cheap save, as they say in the business. Doubles by Bogarts. He had 2 home runs by Belfry and Devers. RBIs by Belfry, his first. Blair his first. Etchebarren his first. Betts got his second. Benintendi got 2. That's his second. Bogarts got 2. That's his second. Moreland got his first. And Devers had his third RBI. So with Devers' home run, let's look at some of the best hitters in the ball game. Belfry 2 for 4. Davy Johnson 2 for 4, 2 runs scored. Snyder 2 for 4, runs scored. Paul Blair 2 for 4. For the winning Red Sox, Benintendi 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. Bogarts 2 for 4, runs scored, 2 RBIs. Rafael Devers 3 for 4, runs scored, and RBI. Who STM Victory Corner and receive the gold watch in the post-game show. We'll go ahead and have Mr. Rafael Devers and probably his interpreter come and visit us. He's 3 for 4, runs scored in the RBI. He's now hitting a lofty 714. So let's go ahead and now get to the town scoreboard. We'll try to play these fast, and then we'll do, instead of playing 3 at a time, we'll go ahead and see if we can zip through these as probably as quick as we can. Give me 1 second as we're waiting on that. You know what? I'm going to do what's called a batch change on this season. What that does is I'll move everything to auto, which is a dangerous thing to do, because if you make the mistake and you auto something and you can't get it back. But if I have everything on hold, then I have to play everything. So I don't, I'll just choose the games I want to play and leave everything on auto. Makes it nice and easy peasy cheesy and easy peasy, as they say. So let's go ahead and go to the games here, so we can just go ahead and play this out for an April 1st. Again, I'm playing the 2023 schedule. So this is Saturday, April 1st. Played a bunch of games last night, about 7 or 8 games, kind of in quick play mode, so I can kind of see games also. So I only have games 9 through 15 to play, then I'll go over the rest of the highlights. So let's go ahead and play day. I'll give you the scores, and I'll give you the highlights. Padres defeated the Rockies 5-4. The Blue Jays defeated the Cardinals 12-8. It was the Tigers over the Devil Rays 3-0. It was the Rangers again shutting out the Phillies 8-0. These Rangers have looked good early. The Nationals over the Braves 7-0. The Braves have started very bad. The Dodgers win again. They defeated the Diamondbacks 4-3. And the Mariners, again, when the lone non-World Series teams in this thing are 3-0. They defeated the 1920 Indians again by the score of 5-2. So let's go ahead and give you now some highlights of the game. So let's go ahead and league stats. So first of all, in standings, Toronto and the Yankees are both 2-0 in the East. In the AL Central, the Twins are 2-0, while a bunch of Tigers are 1-1. The White Sox are 1-2. Royals are 0-2, and the Indians are 0-3. In the West, the Mariners are 3-0, but so are the Rangers and Astros. Rangers are 2-0. The Astros are 2-1. In the NL East, the Nationals won 2 in a row, while the Marlins are 2-1. In the NL Central, the Cubs are 2-0. In the NL West, the San Diego Padres have won 3 in a row, and they're 3-0. That's the 1998 Padres. So let's go ahead and give you some stats here real quick. Kind of go over what we have here so far. It was the Cubs defeated the Brewers 7-0 as Arrieta threw a shutout. Only gave up 2 hits, 6 strong innings. He came in and he pitched a great game. I watched some of this game. It was Arrieta had total control. The Reds bombed the Pirates 14-9. Home runs by Stargell, Hepner, Sanguin, Rose, Griffey. Morgan had 2 and Perez had 1. So that was a humdinger. White Sox over the Astros 4-2. McCarthy with the win. Giles with the loss. Hermanson with the save. Everett home run for the White Sox. It was the Twins beating the Royals 6-5. Tapani with the win. Volquez with the loss. Wills gets the save. He came in for Aguilera, so Aguilera was not happy. Salvador Perez home run for the Royals. It was the Marlins defeating the Mets 8-7. Winner Vosberg, loser Darling, saved, and then home runs by Hernandez and Carter. Also, it was the New York Yankees defeating the San Francisco Giants 5-4. Stanton with the win. Romo with the loss. Home runs by Cody Ross and Bernie Williams. It was one of the most exciting games so far for the week, I think. The Oakland Athletics defeated the Anaheim Angels 11-10, 11-12-0 for the A's, 10-13-1 for the Angels. Troy Gloss, 3 home runs for the Angels. But Reggie Jackson hit the big blow as he sent the fans home happy with a walk-off. Actually, no, it was Joe Rudy sending the fans home with a walk-off home run. And he hit that off Troy Percival. Remember, it was Troy Gloss with a 3 home runs in the ball game. Then the game you watch, Boston defeated Baltimore 8-5. Don't need to do more of that one. Padres defeated the Rockies 5-4. Ashby to win, Fogg with the loss, Wall with the save. Home run Steve Finley on this team had his first. Blue Jays defeated Cardinals 12-8. Henkin with the win. Carlton with the loss. McCarver with 2 home runs. So little catcher getting some home runnage, had 2. Tigers shut out the Rays 3-0. It was a Mickey Lolich 4-hitter. Loser Price save went to McMahon. So it's at Tropicana Field as Mickey Lolich. He bested Tampa Bay and David Price. So it was a great job by Lolich. Let's see. He pitched 5 innings, only surrendered. So Lolich didn't pitch a long game, but he got the win. The Rangers win again. Gray 1-0. Ruthven 0-1. Burke still got it how you get a save. Was 8-0. Home runs by Evan Carter. They almost ran out of baseballs at Globe Light Field as Texas Rangers clobbered the Phillies pitching staff, scoring 8 runs, while John Gray relief help from Brooke Burke blanked Philly. Marcus Semien enjoyed a big day at the plate. Doubled in the 5th inning, doubled with all 3 runners coming home in the 6th inning, doubled in the 8th inning. Texas had 9 hits. Phillies only had 5. Burke gained his first save. Losing pitcher was Ruthven. He was not very effective. He rented 7 runs in 5 1/3 innings. It was the Nationals defeating the Braves 7-0. Strasburg with the win. Glavine with the loss. Home runs by Zimmerman. Dodgers defeated the Diamondbacks 4-3. Winner Brewer, loser Swindell. Jim Gilliam with the home run for the Dodgers. Mariners defeat the Indians 5-2, stay undefeated. Moyer with the win. Harwell with the loss. Sasaki, his first win. Mariners start 3-0. Let's look at our Sunday matchups and see what the night game was. See if there was an ESPN game, because I might be back later to play one more. We'll see what the deal is, what's going on. Actually, it is. They had the Phillies Rangers playing on a Sunday night. So I'm not sure if that was the only night game to be played. You know why? That's probably the new ballpark in Texas. No, that ballpark had existed for a while. You know what? We might as well show that to you. The Texas pitching staff has looked good. So if people are around later, we'll go ahead and switch this to a manual. This will be Sunday Night Baseball from ESPN. And I guess this would be the Sunday night game. I'll show the 1980 Philadelphia Phillies against the 2023 Texas Rangers. And Corey Seager will be Andrew Haney taking on Bob Walk. Now, hopefully something we can do later on. Thank you, folks, for coming. I appreciate everyone. Appreciate Ben for coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody again. See if I can get back on later, or might have something else on too. We'll see how things go. But folks, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.